Esta mujer de 68 años recibió una compensación histórica luego de que fuera atropellada. ¿De qué se trata? Le contamos acá en El Camino Legal con Heinz Lofier. Se trata de esta mujer, quien era una paciente con cáncer y recibió un veredicto histórico en Nueva York tras ser atropellada por un autobús del sistema de transporte MTA en 2017. El accidente la dejó parcialmente paralizada y dependiente de una silla de ruedas. Tras 7 años de litigio y un juicio de 30 días, un jurado en Manhattan le otorgó 72.5 millones de dólares, una de las indemnizaciones más altas en contra de la MTA. La compensación incluye montos por dolor, sufrimiento, gastos médicos y el cuidado brindado por su esposo, aunque la MTA ya anunció que apelará el fallo. Pero para hablar de eso ya tenemos al abogado Matt con nosotros y la primera pregunta que le voy a hacer, abogado, es la siguiente. ¿Qué pasaría si un caso como este ocurriera en Georgia e involucrara, por ejemplo, a un autobús del sistema de transporte público Marta?
That's a good question, Carlos, because most of the clients that we help in a similar situation like this are with MARTA. Now, the big difference is MARTA is a government-owned bus line. Whereas what I can tell from this article, this is a private company like Greyhound or some other bus company. Big difference on how you handle those type of cases. Because when you're suing the government, there's a lot more procedural requirements. There's a lot more things you have to do because the government doesn't want to be sued. So they set it up so that if you fail, you lose. So there's a lot of things. So it's more difficult. But yeah, anybody who's responsible for a horrible accident like this can be sued, whether you're government or not. So yeah.
Abogado Matt, ¿cómo se evalúa el dolor y el sufrimiento de una víctima en un caso de compensación como este?
That's one of the most popular questions because people want to know how do juries or how do lawyers come up with their numbers. Now, in this situation, of course, you would look at medical expenses. And then you're going to look at future medical bills. Like, is she going to have to go back to the doctor in the future for other surgeries? And then you're going to look at how much is she going to be affected for the rest of her life. Now, her pelvis was crushed. That's a horrendous injury. I don't know if you ever fully heal from that. So that's pain that she's going to have to endure for the rest of her life. That will absolutely impact how much the case is worth. And the fact that she was pinned under the bus for 20 minutes and was aware, like she didn't pass out, she was aware, stuck under the bus for 20 minutes, that makes the damages and the money much higher when someone goes through that much physical suffering. So all those things combined, that is what makes this verdict so high. I mean, juries can do anything. They can come back with 100,000 or 100 million. It's hard to predict. Now, I wonder though, because of the size of this verdict, if that bus driver didn't do something more wrong than what's included in that article. You know, maybe he'd been in 2 other accidents the week before and they never trained him. Or maybe he was just an angry guy and, you know, had speeding tickets or something. It just seems like there's more to the story that we didn't see in this article. But all those factors would make the amount of money go up.
¿Cuáles serían 3 consejos que usted le daría a alguien que esté atravesando, que esperemos que no, por una situación como esta?
Well, the first tip is you're going to want to call a lawyer. Our attorneys are trained to make sure that all the evidence and information is protected. If they, for instance, if they got rid of that bus, or they didn't preserve that bus, or they didn't talk to that driver quickly, then that information might be gone. And that lady's case would be hurt. So it's important to have a good lawyer that does all the necessary things in the beginning to make sure the case and her judgment, her money is protected. The second thing is you always want to get proper treatment with good doctors. Because the doctor's medical bills and the doctor's records are the attorney's ammunition to fight for the client. All right? And then third, you want to, I'll include 2 things in the third. Get all of the witness names that saw that thing happen and get all the videos. Because more than likely, this person was in a crosswalk and there might have been a video that recorded the whole thing. You want that information. So if you do all that, you're going to have a much better outcome. So listen, it's always fun to come on Camino Legal. I hope this helps your audience. If any of your audience has questions or anything, we have free consultations. They can talk to our bilingual staff. We're ready to help you.
Yo soy Carlos Moreno, reporta para SOS News. Recuerde que si tiene un caso de accidente laboral de auto o necesita defensa criminal, puede llamar al bufete del abogado Matt. El número telefónico estaba apareciendo en pantalla desde el principio. Esto fue nuestro Camino Legal.